events across the globe. Now, let's begin in the nation's capital of Abuja, where Action Alliance, one of the political parties challenging the outcome of the presidential election moments ago, withdrew its petition against the president-elect Bola Tinubu. This happened after the party's lawyer, Mr Maduabuchi, informed the court of his application seeking to withdraw his client's petition challenging Mr Tinubu's victory. No reason was given for the withdrawal. The Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal is being chaired by Justice Haruna at Tsamani, Abuja Division, and has Stephen Adah, also of the Abuja Division, Misitura Bolaji-Yusuf, Asaba Division, Boloukuromo Ugo of the Kano Division, Abba Mohammed Ibadan Division, as members of the panel. Justice Haruna at Tsamani says they are determined to do justice to the case and advise lawyers against making sensational comments. In his inaugural bound, he cautioned counsels against unnecessary applications that would waste the time of the court, with an assurance that everyone will be satisfied with the verdict at the end of the case. And TVC News' Celestina Area is live in Abuja with more on the Presidential Election Tribunal. Celestina, we understand that the court is now in the final petition for the day. What more can you tell us?
As a matter of fact, Precious, the court has finished sitting for today. The last petition taken was that of Labour Party. Today the court took 3 petitions, but AA withdrew the petition, so we're left with just 2, that of the Labour Party and APP. So tomorrow the court will take that of AP interchangeably to allow for speedy dispensation of the cases, because there are 5 petitions, but now there are 4 petitions. So we'll be here tomorrow for the 2 fresh petitions that will be taken, that of PDP and that of APM.
Do we know why the Action Alliance withdrew its petition?
Yes, Action Alliance had a case of unlawful exclusion according to the petitioner from the presidential election. There is a candidate recognized by INEC that participated in the election as the presidential candidate of Action Alliance. He said he did not file any petition against the election of the president-elect. But the candidate that was unlawfully excluded filed a petition before the court challenging his unlawful exclusion. But he got the hint and noted that his unlawful exclusion is a pre-election matter, has nothing to do with the tribunal. So he withdrew that petition.
And Celestina, you said that the tribunal has now ended its hearing for today. But just help us run through, for the sake of those who are just joining in and has not been following, help us run through all that played out today during that proceeding.
Okay, we are still in the pre-hearing session. All parties were in court. Chairman of the various political parties were in court, and also some of the candidates will know that the presidential candidate of the Labour Party is also in court, alongside the governor of Plateau State. So today, the chairman of the panel made his inaugural speech, appealing to all parties and the council not to do anything that would truncate the process of hearing this petition, because election petitions are time-bound, and given that they have 180 days and already 3 more, which is about 90 days have been spent due to petitioners filing their petitions and respondents responding with a preliminary objection. So to ensure that these cases are heard judiciously and speedily, he had urged them not to make frivolous application, after which the political party's petition that was listed for today, which is 3, identified their processes and adopted. So hopefully we're hoping that when hearing commences proper, we would know the grounds of which these petitioners filed their petition and the witnesses they're about to call to prove their case, because most of them allege a lot of issues arising from the presidential election. So when proper hearing commences, we would see the issues they are seeking for determination and also the preliminary objection filed by the respondents.
All right, so listen, I see you looking around. People are leaving. I'm sure you want to speak to 1 or 2 persons. We'll just allow you go. Our correspondent, Celestina Area, live for us there at the court. All right.
Of the councils that were in court today to see what they have to say as to the proceedings of the day. The court was actually very full today. We had lawyers, we had litigants, we had observers who were in court to just witness today's proceeding, because all eyes have been on the tribunal since the declaration of President-elect Asaba Division. They want, because most people say that the court would determine the case on its merit. Over the court, the chairman of the panel noted that yes, the court definitely will determine the case on its merit, and every person involved will be happy with the verdict of the court.
Celestina, I mean, we've seen live pictures there, people already leaving, like you said. There were also observers in court today. We know that there are those who are originally supposed to be in court, the litigants, and those who, I see Celestina trying to get the attention of someone there. We'll just let her do that. But those are live pictures you saw earlier of people leaving the court, where the tribunal has now officially started its hearing. It's still called pre-hearing. From our correspondent, we heard that that of the Action Alliance, the petition of the Action Alliance, which has now been withdrawn, and the Labour Party were heard today. Some of the other parties, like the PDP, I understand, will be heard tomorrow. And we also know that there are about 5 persons in this tribunal. The Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal is being chaired by Justice Haruna from the Abuja Division. It also has Stephen Adah of the Abuja Division as well. There is Misitura Bolaji-Yusuf from Asaba Division, Boloukuromo Ugo from Kano Division, and Abba Mohammed from Ibadan Division as members. The petition has said, look, it wants to satisfy everyone with a verdict at the end of the case. It gave the assurance that everyone will be satisfied with a verdict at the end of this particular case. All eyes are on this petition, perhaps the largest in the history of our country, with many parties being involved in this particular petition. And it's not just at this presidential level. There are also petition tribunals at the state level, also looking into the governorship election held in 28 states as well. I will bring you more